Let There Be Light lights up the box office. And is Kirk Cameron leading the country in a revival too? We're gonna talk about all of that and more, plus please stick around to the end because you're not gonna wanna miss the promo code for this week's ChristianCinema.com Pick of the Week, right here on Christian Cinema Weekly. While some were going to the theater to watch Boo 2, A Madea Halloween, others were headed to the theater to participate in a different kind of event. Revive Us 2 was the second annual nationwide event broadcasting live through satellite uplink to over 700 cinemas on October 24th. Spearheaded by Christian movie star Kirk Cameron, he described the event in this way.
It was amazing. The theater was packed with people of different color, different race, different nationalities, singing in different languages. It was so inspiring and a beautiful picture of what the church is all about.
And here's an inspiring clip of Alex Kendrick from the broadcast that sums up the spirit of the event.
We're divided in so many areas and we're misplacing the commands and the priorities the Lord has already given to us. So I have to remind, I love other people as I love myself. And what we're doing is, if you disagree with me, fine, I hate you. We can't do that. Especially the church can't do that. Honor God and love Him and love other people, and that's a higher priority than any of the disagreements we're facing.
Very inspirational and convicting message indeed. The event was so successful, it had a follow-up encore rebroadcast on November 1st. And if you're thinking, wow, Kevin, that sounds really great, but I would really love to know what happened at Revive Us, like the first Revive Us? Oh, well, that happens to be available at ChristianCinema.com. We got you covered. Don't worry. Well, Kirk Cameron wasn't the only one succeeding at sparking a nationwide evangelical movement in theaters this past week. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the numbers are in for the film Let There Be Light, produced by Fox News talk show host Sean Hannity, and serves as the directorial debut for actor Kevin Sorbo. And let's just say, I don't think the investors are going to be disappointed! On October 27th, Let There Be Light had its limited release, hitting only 373 screens, yet still raking in over $1.7 million and landing itself at number 11 at the box office. The following week, it had its wide release, expanding to 642 theaters, pulling in another almost 1.7 million, and moving up to number 10 at the box office. Basically, to sum it up, this movie did really well, and it proves that when pushed hard enough, the Christian conservative audiences are still hungry for this kind of content. No word yet on whether there's gonna be a sequel to the film, but if there is, may I suggest calling it A Few Lights More? You're welcome, Sean. You don't even have to credit me. In other news, last month on October 13th, a film called Goodbye Christopher Robin hit theaters. And if you're just now hearing about it, good news, because the movie is still playing in select theaters. It's a heartfelt biopic talking about the true story behind the creator of Winnie the Pooh. I bring this up because I not only wanted to tell you about an interesting movie, but also there's a great article by Christian Cinema on our website and linked below about Frank Contrail Boyes, writer of the film. In that article, he talks about his own inspiration for the writing, and it's really interesting. Go check it out if you like. So that's what's happened in the past in theaters, really cool stuff, but let me tell you a little bit about what's coming up. Coming out in theaters this week, we're getting the animated Christmas tale, The Star. It's the nativity story told from the perspective of a donkey. Is this the modern day tribute to the classic Nestor the Long-Eared Donkey that we've all been asking for? Well, I just might have a little more information about the movie in next week's episode, so please come back for that. It's gonna be a fantastic time. All right, so if you don't want to go out to theaters at all, but you're still craving that family-friendly and faith-based content, well, I've got a few digital releases for this week. Jonah the Musical. This is the critically acclaimed sight and sound theater production of Jonah on Stage. They've been doing these productions for over 40 years, but now for the very first time, it's available on digital streaming. This is a super high production stage performance filmed in front of a live audience. I mean, amazing colors, great acting, so good, in fact, that Jonah has actually hit number 20 on Billboard's top music video charts this week, so go check it out. Also available, Daily Bread series. It's a post-apocalyptic episodic series about 7 millennial women with cookbooks, guns, and a desire to make it through the end of the world. I'm not joking, that's actually how it describes itself, so if you want to check that out, and plenty of other stuff, you can always do so, of course, at ChristianCinema.com. We've made it super easy with our sleek interface available on all of these devices. It's definitely the best place to watch family-friendly content. You don't even need a subscription, you just pay for what you watch. And if you're just scrolling through there and you just can't figure out what it is you want to watch, well, guess what? I've got 2 movies that you might be interested in. First one is the ChristianCinema.com Pick of the week. What better way to get in the mood of football season than to check out the inspirational 23 Blast? It's an inspiring true story about a star high school football player who loses his sight, but can the help of a strong support group get him back on the gridiron? Enter the promo code BLAST20 at christiancinema.com/redeem to get 20% off when you purchase the movie. And if you're not a football person or that movie doesn't interest you, which I don't understand why you wouldn't want to watch that movie, then maybe our Christian Cinema feature on-demand film will. Come celebrate with us the 500th anniversary of the Protestant Reformation with the movie Storm and Luther's Forbidden Letter. It's a compelling story about a young boy named Storm who, after his father gets arrested by the authorities, takes a letter written by the controversial reformer Martin Luther and escapes with it and protects the letter from the authorities. Or does he? Who knows? You'll have to find out. If that's something that interests you, then please check it out at christiancinema.com. That's about all I've got to say for today. Be sure to subscribe to this channel to keep up with the latest news surrounding faith and film. I'm Kevin. Have a great week.